What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games, here to talk about some of our Yu-Gi-Oh content. So let us dive right in. So for today, I was wanting to talk about all the digital content that we have with Yu-Gi-Oh. We had the announcement of Phantom Nightmare earlier today, and you can definitely go ahead and check that out. We'll have a link down in the description if you haven't checked that out yet. And honestly, the set looks really cool. But to the point that I'm trying to get at, Yu-Gi-Oh has been really great at giving us content, whether it be via their content creators, or the content creators that we have, or through their own social media means. And what's really been cool about it, they also advertise really well on their Instagram, TCG Player, all of that, which is really cool. But the kind of content that I am wanting to talk about more on their media side is more of their gaming side of things. So we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which has been really great. It has been taking over a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Play online, which is really cool. We also have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which has been really cool to see, a speed duel kind of format, which we saw a huge rise of that when speed duel first came out, and then it's kind of dwindled away, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel has that. We also have their video game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, I think, that was released on Switch and Steam, and I think on other consoles as well, that really delved into Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels. And then Rush Duels last year was then ported into Speed Duel, which has been really fun. I have been recently playing that, and that brings me to the point that I want to get to. So Yu-Gi-Oh, as you can see, OCG has always been ahead of the TCG, and Yu-Gi-Oh OCG has Yu-Gi-Oh Rush Duels, which is a pretty much simplified game state. If you haven't seen it, we'll have some footage up playing. Speed Duel has been really fun for me as I've been playing it for the last couple of days, and I think it's something that the TCG could totally port over, and it would still be well received. We have in Yu-Gi-Oh events, they have event space for speed duels. They even have speed duels that go on competitively, and I think Rush Duel could be treated that same way. It is a whole bunch of different rule sets, but I mean, otherwise the game is still the same. It is just a much simplified game state, which is really good for, in my opinion, for those that are wanting to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! To play competitively. I think Speed Duel was trying to do that, and Speed Duel definitely acquired its own crowd. It's definitely gotten its own set of people that are playing it, and I think Rush Duel could do the same thing. In doing some of my research, I saw that Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, the only reason why it hasn't been ported over is because Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't the only game over in the OCG that has to stay competitive, as it does compete with other card games. And so these card games, in order for Konami to really stay ahead, they release things like Speed Duel, the Master Duel, Rush Duel, the original card game. They're having to push all this product so that way they can stay ahead. They're getting people coming in and playing, buying their cards, etc., etc. And so that begs the option of why is it in the TCG that we aren't treating that same light? And it's because we are all suckers and we're all coming back to the same game. Not to say that we are suckers by any means, but we are buying those cards. We are buying the expensive things, the expensive cards, because we want to be competitive. We're wanting to stay in that competitive field. And so the TCG just doesn't see that there's value in bringing Rush Duels over, because the Speed Duels, Speed Duel cards, I don't know, in their own crowd, they have their little trend points, which is really cool. But other than that, they don't have any source of market value, and they just, I guess what I'm trying to get at, they're not getting those predicted sales that they thought they would be. So they're probably anticipating the same thing with Rush Duels. And I think that's where, the video game content does come in really great, where we're able to play Rush Duels in Speed Duel. We're able to get that sense of joy. Master Duel as well, we're able to do the same thing. Those of us that are, rogue players, we can play the meta heavy decks and, not have to spend a whole bunch. Sure, buying gems in Master Duel, if you do that, or you just play the grind game, you can still get gems that way. So that's just one thing to consider. if you are a fan of Rush Duels, leave a comment down below as to why you like it. What are you playing currently in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush or Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Duel, I guess. And let me know in the comment below. But that is it that I have. That's my little spiel about Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. I would definitely love to see it ported over into the TCG so that way I can get my physical hands on some physical cards to start playing it. Take a little breath away from the normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. That's it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, let me know down in the comments below what you like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel and if you'd be interested in seeing it be ported over. But that is it for this one, and we'll catch you in the next one.